threes to go back and forth, depending on if TayJuice is able to make it through the wall of Noku.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens here, but we're gonna get started on PS2 like we do. And as we get started, man, getting immediately into that Squirtle for 21%. I mean, not a crazy amount of damage, but still, it definitely goes to show TayJuice's tempo and the pressure he wants to try and incorporate into his game plan as we get started here.
Oh, and not even able to get a punish there on the parry from the afterburner kick, as it is all TayJuice in this early game one. But finally a grab into just a couple up throw, up air, back air. Keep it easy, keep it simple. Always got to respect bats within and immediately reversing the positioning.
Okay.
Keeping grounded, a lot of short hops, but as soon as the short hop came out, that's when the afterburner kick struck. No stock though, not falling in, not getting risky with their recovery. And this Charizard is looking primed, but looking gone at the same time. Good patience on TayJuice to wait to pull the trigger. They've done that a couple times in this game already, and it's really paying dividends to wait for Noku's defensive option.
I think you're absolutely right on that. I mean, TayJuice is very particular about their, the way they're going in here. I mean, some Bayonettas, they'll just try the same thing over and over and just bash their head against the wall, but Slay's definitely taking their time. They're trying to call out these options. Like right here, Noku got a little too aggressive, and thank goodness for the switch, because that could have been bad news.
I was honestly waiting for the switch into up air from Ivysaur and seeing if you can cheese out a stock here. Instead, it's just the natural, the seeing you're above me into Charizard up smash. A solid anti-air as it is.
I don't know if they wanted the double jump there, because that actually was what put them into the witch twist. But either way, still getting back down. Oh, that's huge. Stock coming out. Yes, it is. That's a huge opening for Slay. A big stock.
Just brutal to get witch timed as Squirtle. Witch twimed.
I get it. I get it, man. Bayonetta moves.
Yeah.
I do this all the time. Either way, the Nair into that forward tilt, trying to put that pressure, knocking TayJuice off the stage. I do like how Noku just continues to use these down tilts. I mean, there probably could be a bigger, stronger move that they could be going for, but they're opting to just go for the easy damage and just send them away.
Use of water gun as well. That chemical water doing a lot of just forcing ledge traps, and instead of letting TayJuice come back to stage for free. Though the Squirtle it's getting bruised a little bit. Still surviving though, forcing another deep recovery from TayJuice. Maybe you can find a down air here, and there it is, timing the afterburner kick, the recovery just right from Noku. But can it turn into a game win from this position? 77 on the Squirtle, but you can afford to stay with the Squirtle a little bit. We saw some of the difficulty it was taking stocks, as long as you're careful of the witch time.
Yeah, but here comes the Ivysaur. We haven't seen much of this in this game at all, but we saw what Ivysaur did at the end of the last time they fought each other. But this is not looking good. Is that going to be enough? No! Great DI to stay alive here, but 136, this is looking super rough here for Noku.
I wonder if it mattered that the second hit of forward air, that little bit of damage, just barely whiffing, and now it gives Noku a chance to bring it all the way back, 70%, but at 150, you're looking at massive rage and still death percent for either side, especially with one of these back airs that Noku's trying to space out correctly. There's a forward air one up tilt, but switch saves them.
Yep, there we go. Afterburner kick twice, 178, man. It's kind of rough. Yeah, you got to be going to Charizard here, because you're going to be dying definitely for sure and anything else. But goes for the forward throw, 86. There's a lot of rage here. Ooh, getting caught up by the flamethrower. Oh, I don't know if he wanted the dash attack.
Yeah, that seemed like prime up smash percentage. Instead, they're in that same spot to put the forward air 1-2 cross up. Gets them away with just an up tilt. No kill move in sight until that dash attack catches the dash away from Noku and keeps TayJuice from dropping that game after a massive lead. And it pivots into 1-0 for the loser side.
Yeah, man, definitely a strong game to get started, but this is exactly how it all went down. Last game between the two of them, or last set, excuse me, I believe TayJuice took the game 1, and then Noku answered back 2 and 3, because I believe we went to FD, And then game 3, obviously we know how that went down.
Yes, and we see the coaching come back out, seeing if we'll get a little bit of deja vu from that winner side set. But you gotta believe that Noku was getting all the tips and all the coaching while TayJuice had been playing against Krugbo. In the meantime, TayJuice had the time to prepare for the PT. I mean, enough is on the line here. A lot of times in history, players that win Fusion Arcadians or New Jersey Arcadians, whether it be Platinum Star or Fusion, end up finding their way onto the subsequent PR that comes out that season. So it could be blessings for the future, history repeating itself, or something in between. These two are competing right into game 2.
But here we go. Get right into PS2 here. And interesting not to go to another stage, because I kind of feel like that's what gave Noku that boost they needed to kind of move that momentum into that needle into their favor.
I would agree. I wonder if just the stages he wanted to go to or just got banned, like Ford not letting him go to FD again, and would you risk going to Smashville or Hollow Bastion? It may not be as ideal as one would think. Still, the comfort of that TayJuice is displaying on Pokemon Stadium 2 at least makes you consider it.
Yeah, I mean, the last game wasn't rough. Like, they definitely could have won that. You know, there's just a few key interactions that if it just played out a little bit differently, like if they didn't do that dash attack at the end of that game and got the input they actually wanted, it probably could have really worked out for them. So I don't blame them for staying here. I just, I like how that energy kind of, really started to spark up after they went to like FD.
Jump getting called out from Noku as well. Oh, a huge down air, but not getting the spiking hitbox. Shame to say, but it scoops up after the heel slide, catches the neutral getup. TayJuice on a roll here and is taking that first stock yet again. And Bayonetta with a lead can actually be allowed to snowball instead of being constantly worried about closing the stock.
Well, Bayonetta just needs to kind of just run and gun at this point, right?
Yeah.
140, you don't want to really be engaging with any of the Pokemon here because a stray hit could definitely just going to turn into a stock. I mean, nice mash out there. Ooh, the waterfall, closer than you would want to be to losing the stock.
Just down tilt again. It's catching that similar habit that TayJuice has kind of displayed throughout the tournament. Like a lot of drops from ledge, a lot of jumps from ledge. Makes sense for Bayonetta, but it still leaves you a little bit vulnerable. Got to be careful with how, with the timing at which you're going to do that. Just missing. I was waiting for an up tilt there. He went for the safer witch twist, but it still isn't able to connect on this Squirtle. Finally, Noku's able to get something going for them with this tiny turtle. Quick 49.
Yeah, definitely not a bad spot here. I mean, definitely looking much better after the start that we saw in this game too. Back throw, yep, trying to keep him off stage. Nice water gun to keep things going. And this Ivysaur, man, they definitely got to get something in the rhythm here. I mean, these edge guards have been, I get.
Oh.
No, they're fine.
Are you sure?
Wait.
The scrappiest forward air you've seen in your life to save that stock from TayJuice's continuous edge guard. And it's even after all of that.
Yeah, but I do want to see a bigger effort from Noku to try and edge guard a little bit, because they're kind of just letting TayJuice get back to stage for free, right? Just a little bit extra. I mean, there is some ledge trapping there, but it's really minuscule. They aren't getting anything big on it, and I'm not really seeing it conditioning to try and like take a stock later on. So hopefully they got something planned, because I think they definitely need it right now.
Oh, and that forward air, yeah, that forward air change will finally result in a finisher. A lot of times, TayJuice have been going for reads or resets off of those forward air 1-2 resets, but just goes for the rapid jab that time, and it works out like a charm to close out the stock when they really needed it. And it's a kill move that they hadn't used in quite a bit. I don't think at all in their winner side set against Noku. Got to keep in mind.
Yep. Here we go. The pressure just continues to be built up. Slay is just building up damage slowly but surely. Yep, that's it.
Oh, just barely.
Yeah, I was have to say myself, man. That was barely falling out of there.
Wow, and a quick a solid 2-0 from Slay, making their case for that they should have been the 1 seed. They should be the winner of this tournament as we go into the reset onward to true finals. As I love the little like stagger in the couple of times that instance Noku would be on Squirtle, so you could freely throw out forward air, a much quicker option. But the stagger in that case was combined with the rising percent means Noku was not able to contest, and it took it just far enough to overtake the Blast Zone.
Yeah, definitely a bit of a rough spot here. But as we get to the grand finals resets, I mean, we're getting some additional coaching here. Man, this coaching's certainly taking up some time, huh? RJ's about to start screaming at people.
Oh, yeah, he
I
is.
can't wait.
It's about to crack an egg. Still, gotta love the crowd, though. The crowd forming behind him, lots of players sticking around, not just the coaches, but also members of Westchester and New Jersey trying to see who's able to take the Arcadian, a New York Invader or a Jersey head. It's starting off strong for Jersey.
Yeah, Slay is looking pretty solid here, but answering back with that withdraw. I mean, I know it was a bit of a recovery option, but you got some decent damage on there. But Slay continues to slay right now. There's nothing else to say about that.
Yeah, he's smiting down the small turtle. But still, I feel like Squirtle is the best chance at these percentages. And but you also need the Ivysaur to start getting involved in that offensive game plan. It feels like this has been the Squirtle and the Charizard show, while Ivysaur is getting like shut down and dismantled. Gimmicks like that aren't really paying off, and you're back to the Charizard.
Yep, Charizard gonna opt to go to center stage here. Turn around, jab 1, 2, 3. Trying to go for a forward air read and ends up getting punished in the process of that. I think Noku's definitely starting to play frustrated. We're seeing some button presses. It looks like they're kind of getting a little bit desperate. I mean, you got a whole grand finals reset to play out here. Don't be getting desperate already on the first stock here.
Yeah, it's still another game 3. It's still another best of 3, excuse me. And you're honestly right where you want to be. Bayonetta sitting you at max rage. Charizard has reliable anti-airs and reliable out-of-shield punishes like that up smash. So even if the percents and the movement is getting a little bit dizzying, you've got all the answers as long as you have the time and have the patience to select them.
And I like this as, stick with the Charizard for now. I mean, 171. I mean, I feel like a little bit higher, you're probably just going to lose the stock to any of the options that Slay's going to want to find anyway. So you could just go for Squirtle and just try to rack up some quick damage. But we'll see what happens.
Yeah. With the amount of rage, you could have had access to back throw, back air setups of Beast notoriety, and Charizard is certainly known to abuse that. But the stock is still dropped, and now you still see the Squirtle putting on good work. Oh, and
like dash attack. Yep, there comes the back air, trying to put on some additional damage. 66, not bad. This is what Squirtle needs to be doing. He needs to stop jumping. Those short hops are exactly what Bayonetta's looking for every single time.
Yeah, I like that that TayJuice has been doing a lot of run off of the. Oh, hello there. There's a good Ivysaur getting involved, calling out the high recovery from TayJuice in a big way to try and turn this game and some momentum into their favor.
All right, trying to find an up tilt to get the combo started, and I think the big thing here for Noku is not only you kind of need to stop jumping, but they're too busy trying to be proactive. They need to be a little bit reactive here. Take your time, let Slay do something first, right? Because I think a lot of the damage that Slay's getting here is they're waiting for Noku to do something.
Yeah, like some of these jumps, but Squirtle spends a lot of time pressing these big multi-hits out of shield and trying to set up for dash attacks or grabs or forward tilts. And Ivysaur is already a little bit slow in the air. Can be hard to keep up with Bayo. As there's that up tilt, getting fair 1-2 into an up tilt on the platform. The reset was clean, but not able to convert into back air until he went deep off stage, untechable. Super clean from TayJuice to keep very much alive in this game. 40% is a sneeze from Bayo if you find the right starter.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a matter of just catching Noku being aggressive again here, like we've been seeing all day. But there we go. I like that. Throw out a move, hold shield, let TayJuice do something, get the punish. We saw that grab I mean, again, it was just a little bit. But, oh, and there we go. Finally, stay on the ground, and you'll find a move to land on Slay. Good stuff.
Yeah, really hard punishing that dive kick. And Squirtle has, it's the best and the worst of case, especially if you are, if you're not a Pokemon trainer fan, where Squirtle has some really strong smash attacks and a lot of variety, but no combos into them. But you can set up tech chases and you can still set up good reads with the character, and you can still find ways to land them in those chances as Noku takes his first game of these past 2 sets. Just one more away from securing this win.
Yeah, it should definitely be a solid game here, but after what we thought was the pressure on Noku, right? Because Slay 2-0'd him in Grand Finals, got the reset. Noku woke up, took game 1 here in the reset, right? And now the pressure's on Slay, right? They are 1 game away from losing this bracket, and they've worked so hard, having to go through losers finals, getting the reset here, and like it could all fall apart. We'll see if they can rise to the occasion, but right now, man, I feel like Noku's sitting pretty.
Starting off similarly to game 1, not only is there a costume change, but also just run off the platform down tilt. Like, really make certain that Noku can't stay on this Squirtle for long, and the best way to do that is just to find any means of starter. Ooh, but it's not looking really good for either one of these players. Not a ton of damage getting worked up quite yet. 30 seconds into the match, but there's a couple forward airs. Still poking and prodding, seeing if they can get some a big read or set up for a late game opportunity.
All right, there they go. Gets the down throw, trying to put them off stage here. Tries to go for the down smash, and I like that because it low profiles him, and if Bayonetta does ABK and land on the ground, they will catch that back hit, so that was actually really smart.
But the Charizard was out, and the dash in out was so good from Noku, baiting out a common option from TayJuice in the corner like that, which was run off stage, double jump ABK back on to make it hit super low, but the back air was right there to meet him.
I think that was the first time we've seen Noku actually land the sweet spot back air all turning. I don't think we saw him land it earlier. I mean, granted, he's just kind of been using the up smash out of shield as like one of his main primary kill options, but that's definitely huge. And there we go. That's actually huge there too, right? They didn't get them pushed to the blast zone and ended up on the other side of Charizard. So you saw the back air just for the additional damage, and there's just no way they're going to be able to take that stock.
Totally agree, Skiff. We're seeing Noku start to try and like uncork some options that TayJuice might not be 100% ready for. That back air won't kill from all the way across a Pokemon Stadium, but like Skiff thinks this Charizard look like it's working and operating at the best it has been throughout this entire Grand Finals, Winners Finals, and beyond. And look at the comfort that Noku is displaying in this matchup with the Big Dragon.
I mean, this is all they need to do. You just need to dash around. They're hopping a lot less, and if they are hopping, it's way back, right, into a position where the ABK won't reach, and they could potentially find a huge punish. That was really nice. Yeah, Noku's definitely on top of their stuff right now.
Oh, I was waiting for an up smash on that up tilt. Didn't want to take it, and instead they will eat another up tilt back air. 92%, but again, the damage can be so easily racked up. TayJuice has a bevy of combos at their disposal. Finding the starter is important, but finding the stock for Noku is even more to make sure the comfort is still there. Back air comes in. It's another ledge trap, another couple down tilts. Here it comes. Ooh. The rage throwing off the combo a little bit.
Oh, okay. See, I like that because we've normally been seeing that down tilt, like just to kind of like at the lower percentages, but to run up there and throw it out, be able to get that stock, that was definitely a nice little change up from Noku. Huge stuff.
And puts them in prime position to take this game as long as they don't get laddered like off that platform. A clutch switch and the Ivysaur is out. Let's see how long it stays there. If not for long at all, the sluggish airspeed of Ivysaur just not what you need right now.
Oh, just barely missing on that up smash, but, you know, getting the 1, 2, 3. But now the Squirtle coming out, man. This is big damage. The bats within, saving TayJuice a little bit longer.
Oh, and it's putting them in a solid position in order to put up a ton of damage. The forward air not working. Oh, throwing out the forward smash as well, making sure that that Noku knows if you overextend even a little bit, I'll be there to get you.
All right, I think Noku's getting a little bit ahead of themselves, though. They do need to dial it back. I know Ivysaur allows you to feel a bit more brave than you should be, but this is where you can actually start to be a bit brave. When Charizard is out to play, you already got nearly full rage, 82%. Let it rip.
With the jab 1-2, didn't believe in it, it seemed like, and TayJuice misses an opportunity to at least force another ledge trap as the Nair intercepts that back air as well.
He could be so cool right now if he just lets a Flare Blitz rip. Instead, we'll go with All Reliable, the up smash out of shield, and Noku is going to be your Arcadian champion today. Really good stuff, man. Played so well in that reset.
Yeah, really calmed himself down, stopped floundering, stopped thinking like, oh, what do I need to do? Like, how do I play Bayonetta's game? And it's like, wait, I can play the Squirtle game, stay super low to the ground, and when my percent gets to those 80s, to those 90s, I'll pivot right over to Charizard and make you really scared of any anti-air, any of these raw kill moves. And it's the tale as old as time, and it needs to come to Smash Ultimate. Bayonetta getting an early lead, getting these early combos that can go for so much damage, and then what? How are you gonna kill me? Up tilt back air has been great, but Noku finding a lot more answers than TayJuice had questions.
Yep. So, hey, either way, great stuff to Noku, man. Congratulations once again. But Slay also making a big run. But that is going to be it for the Fusion Arcadian #2 today here at Collision Smash. Make sure you follow the channel, subscribe if you can. But that is going to be it for us. I'm Skiff. This is Ubel. Have a great night. Are we off?